I wonder if they'll reference Tribios as a whole, like the original entity that was all of these girls merged, but we'll see. The demigod of the passage of time, they traverse countless passages solely to make the world-saving message known to all lands. We are all Tribios. In the distant past, we were so many people. We will continue to strive forward to the same vision, transmitting the prophecy to the world, allowing the gradual withering soil to once again bloom with flowers. The producer and the styler this time being a Glire. Let's go. Crisis Air interview relay continues. Question, what would you... Okay. Question, what would you like to see added to your private chamber? We'd love some apple-scented bath salts. We've used up everything you gave us before. The sweet and fragrant scent, Aggie should try it too. Aww. Tribios, guiding light beyond the passage. Tribios, the demigod of the passage titan. They traverse countless passages solely to make the world-saving message known to all lands. This interview was arranged at the most representative location in Yanasopolis, the Temple of the Three Fates. Look, the ladies, bustling back and forth, so we'd better not disturb them. Sorry for the wait, here we are. We are Tribbie, messenger delivering prophecies. We are Trianne, gatekeeper, traversing 100 worlds. We are Trinnon, priest, listening to the prophecy of the gods. We are Tribios, holy maiden of Yanasopolis. Welcome to join us on our journey to the end of the west wind, where flowers bloom in spring. Why do you ladies often refer to yourselves as using we instead of I? Is there any special meaning behind this? I know, it's because we are all Tribios. Although we are Tribbie, Trianne, and Trinnon, just as Trianne said, actually, long ago, we were so many people. Some braided their hair into long double plaits. Some tied their hair into high ponytails. Some were as gentle as a cloud. Some were as bright as a piece of candy. We once had our respective roles, travelling through many city-states together. Those distant days of the past, they truly are nostalgic. And yeah, we know about at least one other version of Tribios. How did everyone previously perform their respective roles? Okay, this is a neat question that isn't clarified in the game. I like that. Everyone's amazing. Some have such incredible flying speed, delivering thousands of letters in a single day. Beside that, recipients would also receive some anonymous little surprises. Rare flowers, wind chimes, carrying blessings. But what truly impressed me was the single flare launched at a critical moment. It sent the villains stampeding in all directions. Let's go, girls. Our story could be told for ages and ages, but no matter past or future, we will continue to strive forward towards the same vision. Transmitting the prophecy to the world, allowing the gradual withering soil to once again bloom with flowers, and restore the brilliance of bygone days. Perhaps this is what people call understanding each other's thoughts. Aww. Do you have any interesting stories about understanding each other's thoughts? Trianne likes warm baths, Trinnon likes cold baths, so I sometimes feel cold and warm simultaneously. Trinnon loves sour apples, and I and Tribbie often end up yelling our heads off from the sourness. Oh, poor girls, they're just subjected to it all. We often play rock, paper, scissors together, but we always end up in a constant tie. Makes sense. It's interesting, isn't it? Being able to perceive each other, accompanying and cherishing each other along this long, winding journey. How rare this connection is. Yeah, real. Now the Crisis are closely connected through the Flame Chase journey, which is truly a rare occurrence, isn't it? Of course, seeing the Crisis from being strangers to fighting side by side, and then staying tightly connected, the thrill in my heart is immeasurable. I remember what Mother once said. We are merely transmitters of the prophecy, and without the effort of countless heroes and citizens, the prophecy would never be realised. Aww, humble. Since everyone is working hard, we cannot slack off. Let's go. For a new world. Let's go, girls. Oh, okay. This is cute. Let's go. For 1,000 years, Miss Tribios has taught subjects spanning literature, history, geography, and mathematics. We know she was teaching the characters this, because Vernon mentions it. We've collected some of her past examination questions, and readers are welcome to try solving them. And there's Vernon, speaking of which. So, question 1. A traveller newly arrives in Okuma, departing from Yanosopolis' hidden passage in the towers in the lower city, needs to reach the Dromus workshop. What is the most suitable route? Since the traveller has just arrived in Okuma, it would be a shame to not take a stroll through the Memorial Market. Along the way, visit the Gold Weaver Tailor, the fruit and veg shop, if your budget allows, try the figs, Thief's Hand, the Memorial Diner, where you can try the unique reclining dining, okay, the Librarium, the Ancient Artifact shop. Each one is worth a look. The final stop is Cartoonus' Blacksmith shop, the best craftsman shop in Okuma, and then turn left and go through the corridor on the right side and you'll be there. As expected of Snowy, you thought things through so carefully, full marks. Aww. And you can just see the little blue path. Castor is sorry, I tend to walk through the corridor behind the market, crossing Kefli's Plaza, then turning left along the city wall. Although it's a bit of a detour, I can avoid crowds along this way, and the scenery is mesmerising. Aw, poor girl. To avoid hurting anyone, she just takes the long way. I just feel bad. Walking more is good for your health, and taking the main road offers great scenery. Cass is great too, full marks. Aw. She's just gonna give full marks to everything, aren't you? Hyacinth, you can take the Holy City sightseeing line number 2. If you go walking, go down the stairs behind Cicero, past 4 pillars, hoping you won't get caught up in the debris of the Pimendes and Zeno, and then cross the corridor to the right front. Go downstairs and you'll hear Gopher's complaints. Cinny is quite familiar with everyone. Walking is also the shortest route. Full marks. Yeah, she manages to bypass... Like, Finnan's is actually technically longer by a little bit. Okay, no, Cypher's is the shortest. She just completely ignores it. Easy. The shortest distance is always the straight line between the 2 points. For Cypher, that's right, full marks. That's because she can cheat by using a coin flip. Tribbie's quiz. Question 2. A new batch of books arrives at Okuma Library, and if a single chimera were to organise them, it would take 24 days. Now first we arrange some idle chimeras to organise for 2 days, and then 3 more chimeras join in. And together they complete the organisation work in 3 days. Hypothesis. Each of the chimeras has the same work efficiency. Now how many chimeras were initially arranged to organise? So he does the math for it, and he says 3. What will D do if the next answer is 99? So he was right for it being 3 of them, but not the point. Question 3. There is a wooden material with a total length of 1,200 centimeters, and now a door frame with a window is to be made as shown in the diagram. It is known that the window's frame height will occupy 1/5 of the total height. Question. How should the wood be utilised to maximise the area light passing through the door frame? Note, the area blocked by the wood itself cannot be ignored. I'll leave this question to you. I'm gonna just leave that alone. Okuma Crisis Air Class 8. Tribbie, today while organising materials we came across many old photos. Okay, so she posts a zip. Castor posts an expression. Aren't we awesome at naming things? Finan just does an emoji. Is this called 6 hands covering the sky? And then there's people reacting to it. What do you mean? Okay, so we've got secret zip. Finan's history homework is always a mess. D is at the top of history class, but when it comes to math, generally Cass is best. Well, Cass is the best. As the mentor of the Crisis Era Okuma, Tribbie seems to have gathered quite a few secret insights. So we've got the Okuma arm wrestling competition, fair. Cass learning handicrafts, aloof Finan, passionate Finan, Aggie sleeping soundly. This is why probably Aglyra's reacting. Fair enough. Cass giggling, thinking she wasn't caught. Oh, that's why she reacted. That's so cute. Finan sweeping the bath. D playing house with the kids. D playing house with the kids. The photo is only visible in this group chat confidential PNG. What's that then? What's in their bag? The first demigod of the world, having traversed thousands of years, sent out countless letters and hopes. We reasonably surmise that among all the Crisis Airs there is No one is more skilled at the art of packing than them, real. Chrysosaur exclusively invites Tribbie, Trianne, and Trinnon to reveal the secrets in their inventory. Can you guess the story behind these fantastic items? Drawing book and crayons. Drawing is the best way to spend a long leisurely time. Feels like my drawing skills have been getting worse recently. I need to practice more. Poor girl. Candy. A little surprise for the kids during the message delivery. Psst. Just between us, it's not just the kid who secretly looks forward to eating the candy. We know this based on your likes and dislikes. Idonian Poetry Selection. This is an old poetry collection that we discovered while passing by an antique store, and we're planning to bring it to Cass. She mentioned wanting to borrow and look through it, which we know that she does end up being given this, and it's very cute that it's referenced here. Teleslit. Look at the back, they drew it, that's super cute. Is there anyone who doesn't have a teleslit in their bag? Real. Band-Aid, just for Fanon. Well, he always ends up getting injured accidentally. When can we stop worrying about him? Aww. Handkerchief. Oh, Aglaya's flowers are on it. The handkerchief that Aglaya secretly slipped in, sewn by her own hands. Aww. Freshly picked apples. Dee promised us that after returning victorious from the war, he would make apple dishes for everyone. Hey! So she's got them on hand, prepared. Fair. Flavors of Yanisopolis. Want to taste the cuisine of a lost city-state? Lady Tribios specially opened a limited-time small kitchen just for everyone. Let's get cooking and try making the traditional delicacies of Yanis together. Okay, double-sided pancakes. Those are fluffy pancakes. I prefer flatter ones, honestly, because they cook easier, but each to their own. First step, prepared ingredients are a great start. So we've got actual ingredient lists, which kind of ties into what I put before about world building and food in Star Rail, but we leave that alone for now. Okuma earth and wheat flour, olive oil, makes sense, olive oil's there. Rock salt, Fagusa's filter, so is that water or cloud sheep meat filling? And so they have cloud sheeps here. Huh. Cloud sheep meat filling and vegetable filling. Oh, so they're stuffed. Huh. Step 2, we streamline the steps. Mix flour, olive oil, and warm water in the clay bowl. So yeah, the Fagusa's filter is water, that's fine. Knead it into the dough, cover with a damp cloth, let rest half the day. I don't know if it needs to rest that long, but okay. Prepare 2 types of filling, cloud sheep filling and vegetable filling. Cut the dough into 2 portions, roll each into circular shapes and set them aside. Brush with olive oil onto the baking tray. Place a flatbread and spread half with the meat filling and vegetable filling. Cover with another flatbread, pressing and sealing the edges tightly so they're not pancakes in the traditional sense. They are going to maybe be cooked on a pan though. Brush olive oil on the surface, place in a preheated stone oven. Makes sense to me to do this in an oven. I would have questioned if it wasn't, because it wouldn't cook the inside. Bake for about 4 quints. I don't remember how long a quint is. Is that meant to be an hour? 4 hours though seems like a lot for this. I don't know if it's meant to represent an hour. I've got to be wrong on that. Until the surface is golden and crispy. After taking it out, add honey according to your own tastes. One thing is, they don't typically turn golden without egg. You need egg for that to typically happen. Otherwise unless you're starting to like crisp them, you can get a gold colour, but it's easier to make that gold colour using egg. Step 3, enjoying the food also involves custom and procedures. The double-sided pancake symbolises Yanis's connectivity. One side faces the past, the other ushers in the future. Okay, fair. On the first day of the month of Gate, the eldest family member cuts open the pancake. The vegetable filling representing the past is eaten first. Then the meat filling representing the future is eaten. After finishing the dish, the youngest member will speak their New Year wishes aloud as the representative to pray to Yanis to open the gate to a wondrous future. Remember to eat well during your flame chase journey. Aww. And they also use the icon from the battle pass too. Connecting to the Chrysosaurs. Question for the Chrysosaurs in progress. Yep. So, when talking about him, okay, it's split into 3. That makes sense. So there's no actual question for her, which is kind of sad. So, if you could ask them anything, they say that even tough guys have a soft side, just like a chimera would slack off. I wonder what made you cry the last time. And he says that he doesn't remember what. Fair enough. It's neat that they actually added a recipe here, and I might actually use this later because I do think it matters. Yeah, no, this works for me. Hopefully you guys had fun with this. Have a good night, morning, day, whatever time it is, wherever you guys are in the world, and take care of yourselves. Bye.